Alright, now we got 11 hours left here in race day event, Le Mans 2019. And of course, I got a little delay thanks to actual Le Mans. I was watching a few hours of that race, and congratulations to Alonso and his Toyota number 8 team that have I guess dramatically, kind of, there's always a bit of a drama, right? Overtaking the number 7, which Alonso himself considers a faster car. But of course, you know, those slow punctures on track, and you know, when you have those mishaps happen when you're running for 24 hours at full throttle, right? It happens more often than you expect. So, yes, the little bit of luck got on the side of Team Alonso, Team Toyota, and got him the title. So that is pretty cool. And yeah, also the SMP Racing for securing that third place finish in the LMP1 category. But you guys all know that already, I'm sure. So let's get back to the task at hand, which is completing this in-game Le Mans with the Porsche 911 RSR. And this goal is going to be, now skipping cost is up to 75 gold. And overtake at least 5 times and finish at least 6. So, alright, we got 3 laps to do it. Which rank are we starting at? At least we'll find out. It's a night race now. Alright. 11th place, and where are we? Is it the Mulsanne? It's gotta be. Nowhere else is this open wide and straight, right? It's the Mulsanne corner, so that is the tail end of that final bit of Mulsanne Straight. That's where we're starting. And I guess I need to finish 6th, which would require me to overtake 5 cars. So it's one of those, once again, one goal satisfies the other. Visual of the 10th place, some 150, 160 meters up ahead as we head towards the Porsche curves. Here we go. No braking. Yeah, this is all part of the rolling start, so it's more like 3.5 laps. Alright. Now the official lap 1 starts 10th place with 9th place Garcia up ahead. Should be able to overtake without too much trouble. Another Porsche there. Flat out through Tête Rouge. Yeah, running through Tête Rouge clean is one of those very satisfying things in the game, I would say. And the chicanes are good too. Now the cars are spread out quite a bit, so alright, okay, we got the Tanaka 8th place up. Of course, as soon as I say they are spread out wide, these 8th, 7th, and possibly 6th place holders are a little bit in a tighter pack here. And they are. You know what would be cool is, even if they don't, well, they'll probably try to sell us on these if they include it in the game. But what I was gonna say is, you know, like, actually have mixed class cars in this in-game, you know? So you can, while you're racing your GT Pro class like we are, if we actually had LMP1s and we don't have any LMP2 cars in the game, but if we had all of those in the game, that sometimes we have to kind of open up lanes for them to pass. Maybe it's asking too much. I don't know. That would be neat though. You know, I mean, that was the initial appeal of the game when they call it the real racing, right? Is that, you know, I mean, given that we're on a mobile platform, so there are certain limitations with what they can do, but still, we've come a long way. So with the, you know, certainly with the development in computing world, and these newer phones and tablets are, I would say they're really fast processors, you know, with a ton of memory, but compared to some older computers that we used to consider top of the line, let's say, you know, like 10, 15 years ago, these phones were smoking, you know what I mean? And these are phones and tablets, they're not like, you know, housed in big casing with the, you know, heat sink cooling them off or anything like that. So that is quite a remarkable feat of engineering. So I don't know. Of course, not all phones are, you know, in the front end of the technological advancement. I know there are many that play this game on more of a budget phone range, which might have a difficulty keeping up. I still play this on my old Galaxy S3. I know. That phone was brand new when the game first came out back in 2013, and you know, of course, back then it was very snappy. It, at least it seemed very snappy and run very responsive. But since then, the game has gotten significantly larger. Quite a few more tracks in the game. Definitely a lot more cars, almost double the number of cars that we have in the game now, and definitely a lot more series as well. And you know, I know there are apps to adjust the graphics setting, because that's mostly probably what causes the older devices to struggle. These obviously have significantly higher resolution. In the newer version, much more detailed graphics, and you know, because in the older devices, sometimes cars in the distance or cars that show up in your rear view mirror would just show up as a blob, if at all. But now, of course, that does not happen nearly as much. I'm thinking that is because one of those things that is not as essential to the playing of the game. They are willing to kind of use lower resolution. Yeah. Anyway, we don't have any slow puncture here in this game, so we don't have to worry about any fiberglass debris or tire debris left on track. That is, I know, I guess that makes the game a little bit more predictable, but also less frustrating, right? Can you imagine doing your 10 lapper and like on the last lap your car all of a sudden slows down or can't keep up because you have some mechanical or some sort of a problem with your car in the game. Of course, it's a game. These cars are practically invincible. I don't know if we want it the other way around. But what if we had an option for that? Like, the damages on the car can be more severely affecting the performance of the car. Because right now, obviously, it does affect, but it's pretty minimal. I mean, in certain, I guess, mission critical stage, like when you have a speed record event, sometimes if you damage your car severely enough, it can affect the outcome directly. But for the most part, in cup races, it's not too bad. Your acceleration is dampened and your top speed is definitely hampered, but your car still runs and you're still able to finish the race. So what if they gave us an option? So you can either turn it on for the challenge, or you can turn it off if you don't want to bother with the struggle or the frustration of having to deal with the crash that sometimes happen. That would be kind of neat. All these options that I come up with in my head, I know. But that's when I'm racing in the game. That's what I think about. Sometimes I like to think like, yeah, I this particular one, I'm set out to race as clean as possible, as though it would be in real life, where you have crash, most likely can't continue with the race. In that case, you don't get this like infinite run. You know what I mean? So if they, then other times I like to have a crash derby, demolition derby on track. So that's, because it's a game, it's fun to do that and fun to be able to do that. So if we had that kind of option, I think that'd be neat. What do you guys think? Anyway, while I'm babbling on here, we have completed another goal. Finished 6th with 5 overtakes, climbing up 5 ranks from the 11th starting rank in this night race to start off the second half of 24 hours of Le Mans. Of course, it is taking me more than 24 hours at this point. It's more like a few days. And I guess that's another thing that I realized with this race day event, how it's kind of a like hybrid between special event and limited time series. So your starting date of the event determines your finishing time, sort of like special event. So that is another thing to keep in mind, that you want to kind of check your schedule, right? So for this one, I finished right behind the 5th place, Ferrari 488 GTE Nielsen, and got some good distance from the 7th place Beamer M8 GTE. Good, almost 30-second lead from there, and then there's the rest of the grid. So anyway, it does put the car solidly in red, so most likely I'll have to get the car serviced. And yeah, while I was watching the 24 Hours of Le Mans on, actually I was just watching the YouTube stream, kind of bouncing back and forth between different streams. And now the 24 hours of wait on these 3rd tier Racing Dollar upgrades are down to about 6 hours, slightly under 6 hours. So I might have to watch a few ads to cut that time down, because I only have 11 hours left here. But for now, let's check out the gold 2. Still, skipping cost is 75 gold. It's going to be an average speed goal of 142.9. So it's like 143 miles per hour or 230 kph if you're in metric like myself. And place at least 3rd. Alright, so it's going to be another 3-lapper. So I will throw the car in for service and continue once the service is done. So we'll see you in a bit. Stay tuned.